All right, we are live. Just so that counselors are aware, the mics are on. You don't need to worry about hitting buttons at all, so just be aware of that. Good evening and welcome. This is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Bangor City Council. Today is Wednesday, December 27th, and it is 7:30 p.m. We always begin our meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to ask Finance Director Dave Little if he would please lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This is a portion of the meeting set aside for public comment. Public comment, whether in person or through Zoom, requires a person to state their name and address. Inappropriate or offensive remarks are not permitted and may be removed. The council chair has discretion over the time allowed for comment. Each speaker will have 3 minutes for comment tonight. If you would like to offer comment on any item not appearing on the agenda, please approach the podium. On Zoom, the public may be recognized to speak by the hand raise function or on the phone by pressing *9.
We do not appear to have anybody on Zoom.
Seeing no one approach, we will move on to consent agenda.
Minutes of Bangor City Council regular meeting of December 11th, 2023. Liquor license renewal, application for liquor license renewal malt wine spirits of Utopia Holdings LLC, doing business as Utopia, 96 Hammond Street. Liquor license new, application for liquor license new malt wine spirits of Hang Fung Inc., doing business as New Happy China Buffet, 753 Stillwater Avenue.
I move passage of the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Questions or discussion? Consent agenda has passage. New business.
24-051, order authorizing city manager to enter into a master environmental services agreement with Burns and McDonnell Engineering Company, Inc., Penobscot coal tar contamination within the Penobscot River at Dunnett's Cove. Councilor Schaefer.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I move passage of order 24-051.
Second.
This order will authorize the city manager to enter into a master environmental services agreement with Burns and McDonnell Engineering Company, Inc. Burns and McDonnell Engineering, specifically G. McLinn, has been working with the city since the late 1990s to address the coal tar contamination within the Penobscot River at Dunnett's Cove. The company has been working under a master environmental service agreement for the construction mitigation project that was completed in 2010 and 2017. The last update to the agreement was in 2012. Recently, Burns and McDonnell reviewed their contract with the city and found the copy was not signed in the appropriate location by Burns and McDonnell personnel. They provided a new contract that is virtually identical to the contract utilized from 2012 and have requested the city manager sign this agreement. The next task under the agreement is preparing for finalizing the explanation of significant differences for the inactive zone and preparing a long-term monitoring for the contamination area. The Infrastructure Committee reviewed this item earlier this evening and recommends the council authorizes execution of the agreement.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a second. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, item 24-051 has passage.
24-052, order authorizing the purchase of 2 McLean sidewalk tractors from Beauregard Equipment, Inc. in the amount of $385,117. Councilor Dean.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I move passage of Council Order 24-052.
Second.
This order is executive summary. This order would authorize purchase of 2 2024 McLean MV6 sidewalk tractors from Beauregard Equipment, Inc. The city issued an RFP for the sidewalk tractors and received 4 responses ranging between $321,654 and $427,255,000, including a warranty. The lowest bidder retracted their bid due to service and sourcing issues. The second lowest bidder offered a unit currently being tested by staff, which is experiencing numerous issues. It would not be recommended for additional purchases at this time. The third lowest bidder, Beauregard Equipment, is offering the McLean MV6. Staff reached out to Saco Public Works, who have 3 McLean units, and they recommended them for durability and ease of maintenance. The purchase price includes 2 each of the McLean MV6 tractor, 5-position V-plow, salt sand unit, power angle broom, snow blower, water tank kit, and 3-year warranty. This item was reviewed by the Finance Committee earlier this evening, and the committee recommends awarding the bid.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a second. Seeing no doubt, item 24-052 has passage. That brings us to the end of our long agenda for the evening. Final comments, Councilor Frisch?
No comment. I hope everybody had a good holiday, and I think the next time we meet, it'll be the new year.
Councilor Hawes?
You're right, it will be the new year. Hope everyone has a safe and happy one. Yes, that's it. Good night.
Thank you. Councilor Yakabaga?
Have a good night.
Councilor Trumbull?
Okay, we'd just like to note a couple of items. One, probably a lot of people in the current council might not know him, but Charlie, I know the city manager does. Charlie Burkle passed away recently.
Yes.
And Charlie was just, he was a character, but he was a good guy. He lived out in the Cape Cod area, but he was active in trying to get the government to sell those properties so people could buy their residence. And he was he'd come to the council meeting and tell us what we weren't doing right, but he did it in a good way. And actually, I was talking to his son the other day, and yeah, I told him how we actually enjoyed him coming in. You sure? I thought he might be overbearing once in a while. I said, no, Charlie, Paul, he was great. We really did. Charlie, more people. I said, we need more people like Charlie Burkle, taking interest in what's going on and commending us know when we're not doing what they think we should be doing. So he'll be missed. And I just want to commend the city staff for the job they did last week. Everybody in the city went through a very stressful week before the holidays, and we had a extended power outage in some neighborhoods, and I think the city did a great job in getting the infrastructure cleared, getting the roads cleared, getting temporary signage up, doing what we needed to do so the power companies could come in and get power reconnected to people. So, and then everybody's doing their job while dealing with their own power outages at their houses. So I think everybody at the city, and I think the power companies did a great job too, except we're going to work on them in the future to make sure we get a little bit of communication when this happens again. So that's all I've got tonight. Good night.
Thank you. Councilor Leonard?
Yeah, I just want to echo Councilor Trumbull's words. It was a lot of hard work, and it all occurred during the busiest holiday season the country sees every year. So it's a lot of tensions were flaring up, but I think under the circumstances, the city performed very admirably. And Sam was out there every day, and I know because never mind. Enjoy a wonderful new year, everybody, and come on down to downtown where we're going to have a new location for the beach ball to be dropped. So enjoy the new year.
Thank you. Councilor Fournier?
So where's the beach ball being dropped?
It's being dropped where Wabanaki Public Health is going to be now.
I would just say Happy New Year to everyone and good night.
Councilor Schaefer?
Thank you. I just want to echo Councilor Trumbull and others on the great job that the city did, and also to note that they also did it in this storm hit the day that you opened in your new location, which that move cannot have been super. I feel like if, even staying in a hotel room and you're in a new place, it takes a little while to get your bearings. So to be here on the first day and then have basically a disaster hit the city. I know it's a lot of work to get set up down here, and I hope that you settle in here, but handling all the stuff that was happening in the city was done really well on the city side, and that's why I live in Bangor. I pay taxes, and with those taxes I get services, and don't think I don't know it. So I appreciate all the work that the city workers did. I hope everyone has a wonderful new year.
Thank you. Councilor Dean?
Before I say goodnight, I also would like to echo what a wonderful job the city did. I was very lucky. I only lost power for 20 minutes, but I know a lot of my neighborhood was out for quite a while. And I'm glad that everyone is nice and warm and safe now. Thank you to everyone that worked on that. Also want to wish everyone a Happy New Year and remind you all to register your pups because it's that time of year. Good night, Bangor.
Thank you. I got mine registered today before the deadline, which doesn't happen every year. So thank you all very much. Please come down to our new City Hall and see us in our new chambers and participate in the government process after the new year. Thank you. Good night.